What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only, Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 15, I think we're right on the heels of 1,600 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yes, we are still living a bit of a pandemic life, all right? But we're making the best of it, all right? You got to make the best of it, and that means that we're at home a little bit more, meaning that we're up in the kitchen a little bit more, we're cooking, we're spicing things up a little bit. So today I've got with me founder and CEO of Dr. Flava Seasonings, the wonderful Dr. Flava.
Hey, how are you?
I am great. How are you today?
I'm doing so very well.
Awesome. All right, so Dr. Flava, what part of the country are you holding down today?
So I am in Atlanta, Georgia, but I am originally from New Jersey.
See, you're a transplant like me. See, I'm from the Bronx, and I've been...
I was born in the Bronx.
See, cousin. All right, see, it's already worked out. And
yes, I'm born in the Bronx.
I'm also a New York transplant here in the. I'm around the A-Town right now. We'll say that I'm around the ATL area, so always love to see another fellow transplant.
Well, you know what, those transplants made us blue.
All right, all day.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, so Dr. Flava, let's talk about from the beginning. How did this company start?
Well, just so everyone will know, my name is Tremaine Afetorgbor, a.k.a. Dr. Flava, the wellness foodie pharmacist, and I am a licensed pharmacist of 15 years. And I created this seasoning line while I was a pharmacist.
Oh, wow.
And, and so basically what triggered me to do this was because I always loved to cook. I've been cooking since I was very, very young. I was influenced by my mom and my grandmother, so cooking was very natural for me. But what happened was, even while I was working as a pharmacist, I started catering and cooking for people. And I always cooked food that was really good, but that was healthier. And then I started to think, like, I like to cook, but it takes a whole lot to make my food taste really good.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 2017, I started just thinking about it, and I got in the kitchen and started writing down different things that I like to cook with and wrote down some formulas. And I created my spices. And the other thing that triggered this, too, was being a pharmacist. I saw people with diabetes and hypertension and high cholesterol. So I knew that my spices had to be healthy and lower sodium, no MSG, and all natural. So that's how I got started.
Wow. So you're making these spices and everything, and you're kind of, filling things out and trying things out yourself. What inspired you to actually catapult it into a business?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So even as a pharmacist, I transitioned from full-time to part-time after my kids. Well, my first child. I have 2 kids. Okay. And I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Even when I was a full-time pharmacist, people thought I was crazy. Like, why are you trying to do something else? You went to school all this time, because I did catering. I did multi-level marketing businesses prior to this. But that actually helped me to get in that mindset of being a business owner, owning your own business and the benefits of that. And they say if you do something that you love, right? That's what they say. If you do something you love, it doesn't feel like work.
It's not work.
So I felt like it just made sense. Not only is it just a seasoning line for me, it's about helping people to live a healthier life before the prescription, because health does begin in the kitchen. So that definitely was what inspired me. And then as now I have 2 kids, I'm like, we have to have something, and I want to be able to leave something, leave legacy. So that is why I decided to do this.
Gotcha. All right, so you got this amazing idea. You have these spices that you've been cooking over. You're like, you know what? I'm going to turn this into a business. We're going to make this happen. This is going to be legacy. Yeah. So what was the first challenge that you faced?
I would definitely say where to start. That was just like, who do you talk to about creating a seasoning line, right? It's not something that you can pretty much repeat. It's not information that's readily available. So I had to dig and do some research and talk to another person who not necessarily had spices, but had another food type product. And basically that helped me to get into like figuring out the FDA requirements, the food and safety, and all these different types of things assisted me along the way. Also speaking to other spice companies, not people who manufacture, but where I actually get the spices from. Just speaking to them and asking them some of the protocols and things that they do, just to get that knowledge and understanding. And that definitely was a little bit of a challenge, as well as just trying to get the look and the design and the marketing. That was definitely a challenge because we have gone through several different changes as it relates to like the labeling, the look, and different things of that nature.
Wow. Okay, so, transitioning from pharmacist, now you're this spice entrepreneur woman, and you're doing so many different things, and you're actually, you're watching your company and your brand evolve. What would you say has been your proudest moment with your company?
Wow. Okay, it's been quite a few, but I would say definitely growing as far as the catalog, if you want to call it that. I went from 2 to 13 herbs and spices, and I guess I just thought I would just start out with the 2 and just go from there, but God just kept giving me different formulas, and I get inspired when I taste different foods and different things of that nature. So that was definitely one of my proudest moments. One very recently, I was actually a Baygood recipient from Beyonce in the NAACP. That made me very excited. I said, wow.
Yes.
I was just like, these people, that just happened. So that was a very, very proud moment to know that you have a brand that, people support and believe in you. And that was very touching for me. So I would say those 2 moments. And then the very last one is, I used to listen to the radio station every morning before I went to work, and it was Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell, and they had this healthy living segment, and I would listen to it, and I said, you know what, I'm going to be on this show. And I kept saying this, and then out of the blue, when I actually departed from pharmacy, I got a DM, because, we do it different now. We DM people on Instagram like, hey, we want you on the show. And I was just like, what? I was like, oh my gosh. So that happened, and then I've been actually a recurring healthy living segment person. So that was definitely exciting for me because, like I said, it's not just the spices. It's about also teaching people how they can eat healthier and give people those healthy living tips. So this was a huge platform for me to be on, and that was just a true blessing.
Absolutely. That's incredible. That is definitely, you're talking about putting and, walking by faith, not by sight. I love it.
Exactly.
What would you say sets your brand apart from all the rest? Because nowadays, now everything is digital. Everybody's on Instagram. Everybody is an entrepreneur, quote unquote. So what sets your brand apart from the rest?
Well, definitely, I have a heart for people. I love God, number one.
Yes.
And having that love for Him and having love for other people, I believe in my brand so much. It's not something, as my mom used to say, slapdashy, just putting something together.
Yeah.
I didn't just put something together. I truly sat down. I used my pharmacist background as it relates to, how much sodium I wanted to be in each formula, and really care about people's health. A lot of businesses are out here. They do very well, multi-billion-dollar companies, but I want people to live, I want people to understand that we can still eat that good food, but maybe we need to make a little change, and I believe that my spices do that. And that's what sets us apart. My seasonings don't have any MSG. Only they're made with sea salt only. no sugars added, no fillers, no artificial sweeteners or dyes or anything like that. They're all natural, packed with flavor, and they're going to help you to live a healthier life.
Gotcha. All right, so let's talk about some of those flavors, Dr. Flava. So you talked about, first you started off with the 2. How did you go from 2 to now you said 13?
Yes, 13.
Wow.
So basically, the first 2 were, like, I have my all-purpose, which is the original, and then the Creole, because I told you I was born in the Bronx. We lived there for 5 years. I moved to Jersey, moved to New Orleans when I went to Xavier University of Louisiana. So I had that influence from New Orleans. So I was like, okay, I got to do something for New Orleans. So I did the Creole Delight. But it was a little bit of a mixture between the New Orleans in me and a little bit of, like, the North, like the Old Bay. So that was the first, like, all-purpose staple that everybody needed. But then I started to think about some of the foods that I would cook, so I came up with the garlic ginger lime, which is hot. People love it. And then I came up with these other 2, which were alkaline based, and that made it 5. And then I just started growing more and more. I went to New Orleans while I was pregnant with my second child, and I created Nola Twist, which is my garlic herb flavor. And then I got a funny story for you. So I literally was at American Deli. Not healthy at all, right? Don't judge me, but
no
you know how it is in Atlanta.
Those moments.
It's like the chickens, my mom said the chickens don't have a chance in Atlanta because it's a chicken wing shop on every corner in Atlanta. So I had my seasoning, my Creole Delight, and I had ordered lemon pepper wings. And I was like, let me put some of my seasoning on the fries, right? And that made me think of the Creole lemon pepper. So I made that, and it was important because I realized the lemon pepper that you get in the store now has yellow dye, which is toxic. It's full of extra salt for no reason and other anti-caking agents. That's how I created Creole lemon pepper, which is so delicious. I have an island twist and lime herb. I have a spicy Cajun. In the summer, I made adobo twist in Southwest. And the adobo twist came after I got all these DMs on Instagram when the Goya president said he was backing Trump. And so people were like, you need to make one. And I put on my thinking cap, and when I tell you it is hot and fire, it is so delicious, and it's so much less salt.
Yes.
And then right now, just to end off the last few, I just did a no salt bundle. So that's my onion pepper and my garlic herb and sweet potato pie.
That all sounds good, Dr. Flava. All sounds good.
Well, let me tell you, Dr. Flava it takes the thinking out of cooking. I'm telling you, you can cook with so much ease, and it makes your food taste really, really good.
I got to get up on the website. I got to get up on the website next. Dr. Flava, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you and your expertise, of course. Let everyone know the best way that they can, of course, get some flavor in their life and follow you on social media.
So right now, you can follow me on all social media as Dr. Flava Pharm.D, and I'll spell that as DrFlavaTharmD, and that's on everything. And then if you want to get some spices, go to drflavaspices.com, and it's Flava, Flava, not flavor. Don't get it twisted.
I love it. Much more success to you, Dr. Flava, and your whole team and everybody that's working things out for you. 2021 is going to be a better year for all of us. We claiming that.
Yes.
Putting that out to the universe.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. It makes a huge difference. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.